What's going on, guys? This is Frank Hatzis, and you're in rope dart school. Today we're going to talk about an extremely important topic for any performer out there. The topic is visualization. And when I say performer, I'm talking about a range from a martial artist in a competition to a dancer on stage to a fire performer at a festival. It's any kind of performance. Now, I'm going to be applying this to rope dart, but you can apply everything I'm about to say to any type of event that you want to see come into fruition. And we're going to go over some of the magic details that makes visualization work and why sometimes it doesn't. To start, let's define visualization. And it refers to making a mental picture in our head of how we want a future event to carry out or take place. I also want to say that I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a psychologist, and I am not a visualization expert. I'm just a guy that competed and performed with a rope dart for the past 15 plus years, and I found that sometimes when I visualized it worked, and sometimes when I visualized it did not work, and I was determined to find out what made it work. Where did the rubber meet the road? Because I would visualize and sometimes do really, really bad in competition. And other times I would visualize and I would win, get the gold medal, feel great, and it was an awesome day. The goal of this particular episode is so that you keep those winning feelings and you take that quote gold home. And that gold medal is a feeling in your heart every single time. While I was visualizing my rope dart routines for Wushu competition, I found that I was visualizing wrong. Well, not wrong. I was just missing a lot of the magic. And the magic is the details. It's the small ingredients that you mix into the recipe that makes it taste delicious. You see, when I would go to do my performance, I was visualizing every part of the performance in a bubble, meaning that I visualized every rope dart shot I did perfectly straight. I visualized every spin I did, excellent planes. I visualized every wrap and release I did, deceptive, intriguing, sexy. You would think that that's enough, but it isn't. I was missing details. Here's what I mean. While I visualized my form really well, I didn't visualize, was I using a rope dart head or a meteor hammer head? Was I using cotton rope or a silk leash from Rope Dart Academy? Was it a gymnasium floor? Was it a Wushu carpet? Was it a stage? Was I being judged? Are there other people there? Are there other competitors? What did I have for breakfast? What was the ride over? Did I take a train to get there? A bus? Was it in New York where I live? Was it in a different country? These are details that I left completely out of my visualization practice. But here's the thing, that's the magic. Yes, because when we go to do a performance, the mistake I made for myself, and I have a feeling a lot of performers make this mistake, is that we visualize what we're doing almost in a bubble, meaning that we don't visualize anything that happened before or after the performance. We basically act like what we're about to do took place in a different universe than the one we ate breakfast in. It's not. It's the same universe, the same day. You're the same person. So when you visualize whatever performance you're going to do not start the visualization at the performance when it begins. You start the visualization when you wake up that day and you apply what are known as triggers. Now I'm talking about good triggers. Triggers that tell me that everything I'm doing today matches up with the visualization I've had weeks ago, which includes me winning the thing, whatever that is. Let me get a little bit further into detail. I would wake up. This is when I did it correctly. I would wake up and I knew exactly what I was wearing that I slept in, that I could look down and say, you're in your gray pajamas and a white t-shirt. I visualized getting into the shower. I washed my left arm first and then my right arm and then my left leg, and like details, guys. I visualized getting in my car if I drove. Did I stop for gas? I visualized stopping for gas. This is all happening before the day, guys, not the day of. I visualized these things first, and the day of, I followed those triggers all the way up into getting to the event center. Did I use the restroom before I walked into the gymnasium? If I did I use a stall or a urinal? I know it's crazy, but let me tell you something. The crazier you can make these triggers, the more likely your visualization is going to come out perfectly. Because when you visualize an event days before, and then you start actually going through those actions the day of, it puts your mind in a state of saying, oh wait, we already did this. We already drove to the event. We already took a piss. We already competed and we already won. Guys, your performance did not happen in a different universe that you ate your breakfast in that day. It happened in the same universe. So why do we separate the events? That's the mistake we make. I separated my performance from the rest of the day. That was my mistake. The performance had to be part of my day, not separate from it. Don't chop your performance up and put it in a universe that you're not in. It doesn't work. You're in that universe. Now, another thing I'll do is I give myself maybe 2 or 3 triggers just before I do my thing. So let me set the stage. I'm at a Wushu tournament. There's a giant 20 by 40 Wushu carpet. I am going to visualize me stepping on the carpet and bowing. And then I'm going to, the day of, step onto the carpet and bow the exact way I visualized it. I find myself in the center of the carpet. Here's my last trigger. I look down at my feet. What shoes am I wearing? Whatever shoes I visualized days earlier are the exact shoes I will be wearing that day. That's my final trigger to say, bam, we're here now. It's go time. Your visualization, as it comes to the day of your performance, should feel no different than what you have been picturing. Now, of course, there's things like traffic you can't account for, or maybe they moved your ring. That's not what I'm talking about. Your triggers need to be something you can control. I never visualized what ring I was going to be in. I didn't have control over that. But I did visualize what I was wearing. I did visualize that granola bar I ate before stepping on the carpet, or that apple I ate 10 minutes after competing. But here's the thing. If you visualize yourself eating an apple afterwards, you better eat an apple afterwards, because it is going to fuck you royally when you go to step on that carpet. Because if you visualized really well, and that's what I'm encouraging you to do, and you realize that you didn't bring that apple, that is going to fuck with your mind big time, and it's going to mess your performance up. So here's the take-home message when it comes to performing or visualizing as it pertains to performances. 1, it's great. Visualize the performance. You have to get that out of the way. All the spins, all the shots, all the wraps. But now we're going to widen that up. What did the 10 minutes before you walked onto the carpet, what does that look like? What does the hour before that look like? What do the hours leading up? Do you see where I'm going with this? Everything that you did that day doesn't take place on a different day than your event or your performance. It's all on the same day. Do not chop these things up, and give yourself multiple triggers or checkpoints throughout the day, and make sure you do them, because the second you give yourself a visualize command in your brain and you don't do it, you are unraveling that entire visualization. That's the trick. It's the gift and the curse, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. It's the gift and the curse. You can make visualization work for you by being extremely detailed, or you can make visualization punch you in the face by, maybe I wore my black uniform, maybe I wear my white uniform. Maybe I had a granola bar, maybe I had a... Don't do that. Specific on things that you control is going to make anything you visualize that much more crystallized in the real world. I truly hope this brief rope dart school class helped you understand visualization a little bit better. And I'm going to say it again, I visualized incorrectly many times. I actually just did a performance in Orlando, and here's the video. And this is one of the best performances I have ever done on stage. And I'm telling you right now, everything I'm telling you to do, that's what I did for that. From beginning to end, the bow before I got on stage, the looking down at I went and bought new sneakers and visualized myself looking down at new sneakers. So when I stood on that stage, and if you can tell looking at the video, those are brand new sneakers. That's how detailed I got with it. And that's how detailed I'm going to encourage all of you to get. It doesn't happen in a different universe. It doesn't happen on a different day than the day that you ate breakfast. It's all the same day. If you treat your visualization one way and then you act exactly that way on the day that it matters, watch how great you do. Guys, I hope you found this helpful. Peace, love, kick ass in any performance you do, and dart mother effing life.